So I started writing about it, and then suddenly we got a message that elections have happened and the chairman has changed. There was a lot of politics around that. Obviously, when there is a change happening and there's something new happening, the old people in the systems do get hassled, and of course, there's corruption and there's basically taking sides of people and kind of supporting systems and processes the way they've been going on and stuff, and anything new that comes in, people get kind of threatened and they don't want to kind of accept it. So anyways, we were all very assertive and we were all very pushy, and I remember my statement to the chairman and his family: with great change comes a great retaliation. And the biggest victory for our neighborhood or for our building in Buddhism probably would be, the chairman coming in and taking up the role and responsibilities and the change and impact happening around us. And in a nutshell, I mean, within a few weeks of the new chairman stepping in, the changes started happening. The tiling got changed, the flooring is changed, and the entrance of our building is looking amazing. We have marble and we have some very nice and classy, a typical designer tile layout, and we are looking at landscaping with pebbles and plants and stuff like that. And I realized that when you share your thoughts and you start talking and stuff, there are lots of people who will back out and they will not support it because that's the way they've been, and they didn't want to kind of part with extra money for the change in our building. Of course, everything's comes at a cost, so there was a certain cost to that, and there were a lot of minds which were closed. They didn't want to do this, and then we decided that okay, let's go in steps. Whoever pays out of the 46 apartments that we have here. Let them pay, and people who are having an inconvenience and they're falling short on money. So my suggestion was that probably they can give us post-dated checks, or they can give us payments and installments, and we can make life easier because that's the way it is. And we can understand where people are coming from because Corona had just finished off and it's been almost a year and a half. People may have other commitments and the so-called inflation in the minds of people and stuff. But anyways, that didn't stop us. And the great decision that the management took was that they started off with whatever number of people, and the work started on floors, and they started doing the ground floor. And before that, I mean, it was such a huge ruckus and stuff. And as the layouting and as the tiling changed, people stepped in to take a look at that, and then they started going on different floors. People were still close to the idea of parting with more money and giving away money, and they were waiting and watching and stuff. And we were like stuck on this, that we have to do this. We've taken a decision, we're going to stick to it. And cut, all the floors happened. 7 floors have happened, and partly the staircases left. And looking at how beautiful the building is looking and how people started appreciating it and stuff, a lot of people including families who did not want to support the change came forward, and they kind of started paying more monies, and they offered to kind of participate in this impressive interior design modification or revamping of floors. And now you come into our building and you'll see that what it was till a few years back, and you compare it to, let's say, the amazing luxurious buildings of Mahagun or Omax or ADS or DLF or whatever. When you come and look at those buildings and stuff, it is so warm and beautiful. Of course, maintenance has to happen, and people are coming forward to kind of have new plants and look at what can be done. But the point is this, that when you're persistent and you stick and you start sharing and you start a movement and you kind of initiate an activity, people do notice it and people do come. And you start with the tiny decisions, and those tiny decisions kind of take form of a bigger decision. So where it was just a few floors, the whole building has happened. And I feel that when you also have certain constricting factors, or if you feel that there's a challenge before you, maybe you can break down the bigger decision into smaller decisions, and then you can go forward. And it does not mean that you're failing in a bigger decision. It just means that you're working a little more sharply and more smartly, and you're kind of fine tuning your plan. And if you believe that the end vision will happen, it will happen. And like I said, that when you believe in something and you want to make it happen, you stay persistent about it, you keep talking positive about it, and you do not nudge from it, and you stay determined, and you're persistent, and you're moving forward with it, and there's a positive change happening. There will be people noticing that, and there will be people who come forward, and then you cannot say हम इसमें क्या कर सकते हैं, हम हमारा क्या है, और हम क्या करेंगे ये चेंज करके, और हमें इसमें क्या मिलने वाला है भाई, वी आर स्पेंडिंग एक्स्ट्रा and all that jazz. But the point is this: when there is a change happening or there is a revamping happening, do some people even question the fact that many of us have expensive cars, we have amazing lunches and dinners, we do amazing shopping, and we are kind of going out and we are spending so much on alcohol or in restaurants and stuff. One bill, maybe for a family of four people, invariably will not be less than 6,000 or 7,000 bucks if you go to a nice place. So if you have to pay that much of money just for revamping, I don't think it should be a big deal for a lot of people. But then we come up with this whole plan that maybe we can be a little soft on this, and if they cannot afford it and they do not have the monies, then we can be flexible around it. But the objective is that let us not push anyone, and let us just kind of wait and watch and make the change happen. And it happened. And there was a feedback which somebody made that many of the people in various buildings or various residential complexes have cars which are like really expensive, and the children are doing really very well. And even if some people are senior citizens, it's not like they're not getting paid and stuff like that. And this is just one change, and this change will last maybe for another 20 years or whatever. So it's worth it, because if you're going to live in a building which is bad and which is unhealthy, or which is not that awesome and amazing, and there's bad feng shui, and there's bad energy, and there's negative feeling around it and stuff, then the temperament and mood of that building is also going to be really bad. And trust me, believe me, there is a science behind this. There is feng shui and there is vastu shastra. It's all about lighting, it's all about mood, it's all about tiles, it's all about flora and fauna, it's about music and stuff like that. So this is a small change which has happened, and this is like a huge decision which got kind of bifurcated into smaller decisions. And it's not like it didn't happen, it did happen. So trust me and believe me in the power of small decisions. Every decision and every action matters. And I could have not shared a better example than this, because I'm so proud that this is Diwali and we are almost done with our building. And we are like really loving it and we are really enjoying it. And kudos to our management and the team who are supporting it. And if there are any of those people watching my Facebook, salute and salam and amazing work. And it's been such a pleasure to be associated and stuff. And it's amazing to be a part of the WhatsApp group. And I'm learning so much by being, partly a part and parcel of this beautification that we have. And my take and my lesson and my learning is that focus. And if you go together as a team and you want a positive change, and you have a way forward, then there's always possible for a strategy, and there's always possible for minds changing. And if you decide on something, it certainly will not remain a fantasy, but it can be a dream that comes true as well. So we have a new chairman, and we have a beautiful lobby on each floor. We're looking at the staircase now, and we have some amazing work happening in the landscaping and stuff. So slow and steady wins the race as well. So do not get disheartened, and please do not feel that uh, that old systems and patterns cannot be altered and changed. If you all come together and you do it, it can happen. So I'm Jashin Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor and Design. And one thing is for sure, inspiration is perishable. So when you talk to people and you mind share and you discuss ideas and stuff, be sure that you're basically brushing them with inspiration and not demotivating or discouraging them, because there are so many systems and processes which people have been a part and parcel of and stuff, and we don't know the story behind it. So let's applaud and let's come forward and let's be a part of the process, the change, the impact and stuff. And trust me, it works. Okay, so cheers. Uh, enjoy yourself and have a great time ahead. And I hope to meet you more in person and stuff. And thank you so much for all your messages. And I wish you a very great week ahead. Enjoy yourself and take care of yourself, and get your beverages, get your chai, get your coffee, and remember to add ginger, remember to add honey, remember to add lemon or black pepper or whatever which feels good, which keeps your immunity up. And of course, it keeps you feeling good and you feel great and you feel light. So, bye bye. Take care. Hasta la vista. Bye bye.